Hi, welcome to Quebec Homestead. I'm Mallory, and if you clicked on this video, it's probably because you're wondering how many seeds does one onion flower give you? So if you're like me and you planted a whole bunch of onions, or you're planning on planting a whole bunch of onions and you're wondering how many should I plant to get enough seeds to be self-sufficient. Well, I'm going to figure this out today because I'm going to be counting all the seeds that I got from this one onion. These are my onions from last year. I planted them out so that I could get some seeds. And these are a heirloom variety. They're called Cipollini. And I'm really happy to be able to get some seeds from these this year because they kept really good all winter long. And as you guys know, in Quebec here, we have a very long winter. So earlier in spring, I did plant out these onions that I had left over. Jude is always with me. You'll notice Jude is mostly with me during these videos because Ariel is in school. They decided to keep the schools open, even though we're on full lockdown, which is kind of weird, but I didn't decide. So yeah, so I planted these out and they made beautiful flowers, and I was really curious to know how many it would give me. Little did I know, I did do the mistake though of planting two kinds right next to each other, so they're probably cross-pollinated. Thing that it's my first time saving seeds this year, so we shall see how many this gives. I pretty much at the end of the season, what happened was I checked into the flowers and I saw that the seeds were starting to become black, so I brought it in and I dried them in this bowl. I just dropped it in this bowl. That's how I let it dry for a few months. Do you like filming? Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna like drop these in the bowl. Stop it, please. Okay, well, I'm gonna film you then. Tap it in here like this. Tap it just smallly like that. Are they falling? C'est beau, ma chérie, tu peux arrêter. This is really the first time that I'm doing this, so I'm trying to destroy like these little seed pods. There's a lot of seeds in one flower. Holy, I can't wait to see how many that gives me. Alright, so while we're opening up these seed pods, I figured I'd give you a little update because the last video that I got out here, I mentioned that my whole left side of my body was numb. I had a little sledding accident.
How to be a Canadian. Follow these steps and you too can be like us, eh?
I regained the sensation of my fingers. I thought I had carpal tunnel. It turns out it wasn't that. I went to see the doctor and I'm going to the chiropractor today. It's a lot better, but my whole back from my neck all the way down to my butt is completely numb and hurting. There's something, either a nerve that's pinched or maybe I have a herniated disc. I don't know exactly. I'm gonna have to know more. I am going to see another specialist. I'm waiting for a phone call to get that appointment. It is just a lot of pain. So there's gonna be a lot of work to get my body back into the condition that it was. Maybe it'll never come back. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, be careful when you're sledding on the snow because there are some surprises under the snow that you don't know of sometimes. That's what happened. Good thing we're winter, right? I'm not in harvesting season or whatever because I am the sole gardener here. Being the sole gardener, you have to be in shape. You have to be careful of your body and you have to be aware. Mommy, because you don't want to lose all that produce. Mommy, yes? What's wrong? So these are onion pods, okay? And what you want to do is you want to open them up and take all the black seeds out. So those are the seeds that we're counting today. There's a lot of seeds. This is going to take a while. I'm going to have to fast forward through this. I thought they were going to be easier to just like shake out. A lot of them did shake out and fell to the bottom, but a lot of seed pods aren't quite opened up as I'd like them to. They're not just like popping out like I thought they would. Some of them have just one seed in there. Some of them have 3. Some of them have 4. Really interesting. Alright, so let's fast forward and I'm gonna show you guys how many this one flower gave me. I'll be right back. All right, let me just time out here and say I have a whole new respect for people that collect seeds because it is such a crazy long process. These are so small and my neck is sort of killing me right now. So far I have 1, 2, let me just show you real quick. I put them in 20, they're in groups of 20 seeds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I have 23 groups of 20. And I still have so much left. So I will continue and I'll be back in a little while. But seriously, much respect for the people that save seeds because it's a lot of work. So I finally finished sorting out the seeds, and you can see from where I started dropping out the seeds, they were like much cleaner. You only see the seeds, and then on the way, because there were so many of them, at the end I sort of got lazy and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put all the debris with it. But in all I had 37 piles of 20 seeds, and there are seriously, I'm gonna say at least like 30 seeds dropped down to the floor that I'm not going to go pick up because my back hurts too much. So in all, if you calculate all that I have on the table, 37 piles of 20, that makes 740 seeds for one flower. Now how many are viable in there? I have no idea. I would probably like calculate 30% loss, just approximately. That would be like my reference, and then you can say, okay, that's how many viable seeds that I have. Now of course these were cross-pollinated, so I'm not really going to be banking on these seeds. Yeah, that's what it gave. So I thought that was really interesting. And I also have, if you guys want me to do this test for like a broccoli branch that I have too, I can also do that for my broccoli. I have another test that I did with this big zucchini and how I stored it, and it's from the garden from, I think it was like from October, and I want to show you guys how I stored it and how it's still going, how long it can store at room temperature. So there's the zucchini. She just brought it to me. So I'm going to show you guys how I stored it. See, it's still intact, and so I think that'll probably be my next video. Yeah, I'm gonna have to show you guys, and I'm gonna break into it. I also have footage from this summer that I did a zucchini bread, and it is so good. It's approved by my whole family. So I have a few ideas brewing, because a whole bunch of people subscribe to my channel for gardening videos, and before getting all these subscribers all at once, I had a winter series filmed that I went winter camping with my dog and my horses. I'm still not sure if I'm going to post this here or if I'm going to start another channel. We will see about that. So that's the result of how many seeds one onion flower gives, and I hope you appreciated this. If forever who is searching for this, well, subscribe to my channel if you want more content. I have a whole bunch of videos on gardening that I have previously done already, so you can scroll through and binge watch all you want. So I will talk to you guys soon, and I will keep you updated on my back and how everything is going. See ya!